Climate change is not a science fiction. It's a fact, it's happening. And we believe at Bosch that we have to react. Because in order to limit global warming below 2 degrees by the end of this century, the fossil emissions have to be reduced to zero by 2050 latest. And that's for us the motivation to act now and to put our whole company CO2 neutral by next year. Well, I have a long story regarding this project because 1 week after I became CEO of Bosch, I asked our central research to come up with a concept for CO2 neutrality of the Bosch Group. So step by step, we were increasing our activities until today we finally announced complete CO2 neutrality by 2020. We have a strategy to focus on 2 short-term and 2 long-term measures.
It is impossible to radically cut Bosch emissions right away, but it is possible to neutralize our global annual carbon dioxide emissions of 3.3 million metric tons in the short term. We are focusing on 2 methods. The first method is green energy. That means that we purchase green energy to a much greater proportion than we have it recently in the global energy mix, and we use this green energy from solar or wind parks. Secondly, Bosch is investing in certified environmental projects to compensate for those carbon dioxide emissions that are unavoidable, for example, in our foundries. Environmental projects means, for example, afforestation in Panama or wind farm projects in the Philippines.
We at Bosch, we should not leave it with short-term measures only. We should also go for long-term measures.
In the long term, Bosch will use 2 methods to promote the sustainability of its carbon neutrality program. We will significantly increase the share of energy consumption by renewables. What does it mean? We will expand the renewable energy on our locations, for example, by installing photovoltaics on our roofs. On the other hand, we want to make exclusive, long-term supplier contracts with new wind farms and new solar farms all around the world. Without embracing energy efficiency, it is all for nothing. What does it mean? We have to reduce significantly and sustainably the energy consumption of Bosch. We have a huge portfolio of measures we can use for this. For example, LED lights, change of heat pumps, or also the automatization of building technology. On the bottom line, by 2030, Bosch spends 1 billion euros in the carbon neutrality program.
We at Bosch, we are the first major industrial company to become CO2 neutral. This project does not only have an environmental effect, it also has an effect to stabilize our society. And we hope that other companies will follow our example.